This Ag News Update brought to you by American Implement, indebted to the past, committed to the future. In a moment, Ag News.
S&S Trailer Sales, with 2 locations in Ness City, Kansas, is where everybody goes to buy or rent trailers. They feature the all-new, all-aluminum Mauer grain trailer with all of the electric options, the easy-to-load detached trailers, and a huge stock of header trailers. At the west location, you'll find bumper pulls, goosenecks, and oilfield specialty trailers, along with flat and utility beds for pickups. S&S Trailer Sales in Ness City and on the web, but remember, you do have to spell out the "and."
Would you like to see something done about high gas prices and low unemployment? Western Plains Energy in Campus, Kansas is doing something about it. They're a proud part of Growth Energy, America's ethanol supporters, and they employ 38 people and will be adding more following the expansion. Ethanol fuel not only reduces the cost of regular gasoline, it's good for the environment and keeps money right here in the United States while supporting local rural jobs. Western Plains Energy, doing something for the future.
Well, President Donald Trump signed an executive order this week to keep meatpacking plants open during the COVID-19 pandemic. The president will use the Defense Production Act, ordering companies to stay open as critical infrastructure as meatpacking plants over the last couple of weeks have closed with spikes in coronavirus cases among their employees. The plan allows the federal government to supply additional personal protection equipment to meat processing facilities, and the supply chain slowdown presents dire factors for farmers, with poultry and pork producers left without an alternative other than euthanizing their animals. Now, the order will basically affect processing plants for beef, chicken, eggs, and pork. Iowa senators urged the administration to invoke the Defense Production Act. The senators asked for assistance for processing plants, assistance for euthanizing animals, indemnity payments for depopulation costs, and mental health assistance for all those affected. A bipartisan group led by U.S. House members and Kansas 1st District Congressman Roger Marshall introduced the Clean Fuel Deployment Act. The legislation will authorize up to $500 billion over 5 years for the Department of Transportation to provide grants that incentivize the deployment of fueling infrastructure for ethanol and biodiesel. This bill specifically focuses on ethanol blends greater than 10% and biodiesel greater than 20%. The program could also be used to enhance pipelines and terminals to blend and carry ethanol and biodiesel. Funding from the Clean Fuels Grant Program could be used to incentivize the deployment of biofuel infrastructure and convert existing infrastructure to deliver the highest blends. More in a moment.
Day and night till the job is done, Teeter is the one that works for you. Fields of green, reaching toward the sun, Teeter is the one that works for you. Teeter is the one, Teeter is the one that works for you. Teeter Irrigation, your source for water management.
The cost of everything has gone up dramatically over the last 75 years. With one exception: keeping electricity affordable.
Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
The U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement will enter effect July 1st, that according to U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer. That July 1st date represents a 1-month delay from the original timeline following the signing of agreements of the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. In a statement, Lighthizer said the agreement supports more balanced reciprocal trade and leading to freer markets, fairer trade, and robust economic growth in North America. The agreement contains significant improvements and modernizes some approaches to the rules of origin, agricultural market access, intellectual property, digital trade, financial services, labor, and numerous other sectors. Lighthizer said the crisis and recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic demonstrates that now more than ever, the U.S. should strive to increase manufacturing capacity and investment in North America. Lighthizer calls the start of the USMCA a landmark achievement in the effort. The trade agreement ensures most agriculture tariffs will remain at zero and expands dairy market access to Canada for the U.S., among other benefits. And the coordinator of 2 programs in Kansas that help to provide nutritious food and other assistance to low-income families is encouraging the state's residents to apply as soon as possible to receive some recently updated benefits. Lisa Ross oversees the administration of the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program Education, or SNAP-Ed, and the Expanded Food and Nutrition Education Program in Kansas. She said that the federal government has approved sweeping changes to the benefits available through those 2 programs. Now, among the updates, households currently receiving SNAP benefits will receive the maximum monthly allotment through May. In addition, due to the pandemic, the Kansas Department of Children and Families, DCF, has temporarily waived work requirements and training required to receive food assistance. And Ross said certification periods for SNAP benefits have been increased from 6 months now to 12 months for most households and up to 24 months for seniors and persons with disabilities. Now, to receive the enhanced benefits, a household member must apply through the DCF Self-Service Center that's available online. That site also lists eligibility requirements and a full list of benefits that are available. More in a moment.
Wolfter Construction and Irrigation has been around a long time, and a lot of folks have trusted them to design, build, and service all sizes of commercial and on-farm storage for grain and equipment. Wolfter is also known for their outstanding irrigation division, where they stock a complete selection of nozzles, regulators, drops, gear drives, electrical, and structure components. Looking for an electric motor? Wolfter has a large selection in single and 3-phase. Next time, reach out to the pros who have decades of experience at taking care of business the right way. Wolfter Construction and Irrigation. When you've had a best friend for over 50 years, you develop a trust. And the Scott Co-op has been a trusted rural friend since 1957. A co-op keeps money in the area, doing business for and with their members. And that helps keep their hometown thriving with keeping money in the community. Scott Co-op is not just an elevator. It's the rural way of doing business. So, when you see an elevator, remember your friends at Scott Co-op.
AM 1030 KBUF brings you market updates and agriculture information weekdays throughout the day, beginning at 6 a.m. You can also be social with us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Ken Rogers. Thanks for watching.